all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Salt Lake City Pioneers and the Tennessee Titans. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
From the gun, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. T.J. Watt. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 of the year. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, it's Locke. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Shotgun snap to Locke.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Locke working out of the gun. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal from just inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yards on the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Jones pass.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Latavius Murray.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jones. And his pass, incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Here's Jones on third down, and that's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything. With it after 3 plays, have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10. At their own.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down.
On first down, Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Salt Lake City first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Gain of 23 yards. First down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Complete. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Murray. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Tackled back.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
Jones.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Good job, good job. A 6-yard loss.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Drew Lock, sack. A loss of 9 yards.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
16 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lock's pass. Complete to Chase Claypool.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, it's Lock. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Chris Boswell.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Jones. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns. I think it was Receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Locke looks to throw it again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 10-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Sacked. Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Sutton on the return. They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 20.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Salt Lake.
Locke now on first down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now lock again. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of, until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Launch pass.
Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, on for the point after.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now This throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Block working out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Pass.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A gain of 7.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Able to get this to Gordon.
Locks pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Lock. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 6-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Sacked. Tackle made back at
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, quick slant to Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The 35-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
They go with Murray again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
From the gun, Jones. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Philip Lindsay on the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now he dumps this off over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun. Lock. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Complete to Corey Davis.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Again, it's Murray. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
On the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Taken down right at
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one's incomplete. And the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
2 yards to go.
From the gun, Locke. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll actually throw it with Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Launch pass.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Wow, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets it to Brown, complete. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 48 for Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory.